Here you can see that I'm looking at the analytics of my blog. The blog I'm talking about was created entirely with the help of ChatGPT and Bing Chat. As you can see, my blog received a total of 327 users in the last 7 days, with 323 of them being new users, right? Recently, there has been a decrease in the traffic. And if I scroll down, you will notice that the most of the visitors to my blog come from Tier 1 countries like the United States. Additionally, a majority of the traffic comes from organic Google search. Now let me show you, the exact date when I started this blog by going to the Google Search Console. Now after going to the Google Search Console, I will go to the settings. In the settings, you will see that I started this blog on March 6, 2023. It's now June, so it has been a little over 3 months, right? And let me show you the traffic my blog has received during this time, that is in the last 3 months. If I go to the performance section of Google Search in the Search Console, you will see that in the last 3 months, my blog got more than 1,700 visits and over 80,000 impressions. On average, the blog gets around 30 to 40 visits per day. Now let's see the traffic my blog received in the last 20 days. By applying the filter, you will see that my blog received over 1,000 visits in the past 20 days. Moving on, right, let me take you to my blog, which I started 3 months ago. You will notice that my blog mainly focuses on topics related to such as AI tools, marketing tools, digital marketing tools, right, and email marketing tools and all the stuff, right. In this video, I will walk you through the entire process, starting from creating a blog using ChatGPT or Bing Chat, to generating content and getting noticed on Google search. I will cover all the details from the beginning to building and growing a successful blog using ChatGPT or Bing Chat or any other AI tools like Jasper AI. Right? Before we start, I want to tell you a few important things to keep in mind when starting a blog. Firstly, it is crucial to find topics that have not been covered much on Google. These are called content gaps. By doing proper keyword research, you can discover, the content gaps and less competitive keywords that may not have high search volume but can still bring a good amount of traffic. It's more important to have quality traffic rather than just a lot of visitors. Also, make sure your content is focused on solving problems for your audience. Another important thing is the speed and the navigation of your website. And if people visit your website or blog and it's slow or hard to navigate, then they will leave your website or blog, right? So it's important to have a smooth and user-friendly website with easy navigation. Also, make sure your blog is optimized for mobile devices, since many people will be visiting from their phones, right? In this video, I will cover everything you need to know, from speeding up your website to optimizing, even showcasing your website to Google result, right? So don't worry, I will guide you through the entire process from start to finish. So let's get started. So the first step is to choose a category or a micro niche. Why do I say micro niche? Well, if you start with a broad topic like digital marketing, you might get stuck and face tough competition. That's why it's important to understand which category you should choose. For instance, there is a big category called artificial intelligence. You can create content around subcategories or subtopics within artificial intelligence or AI, such as image generation tool or text generation tool, or you can create content around ChatGPT, right? Let me give an example to illustrate this. Starting with artificial intelligence is a good idea because it's a trending topic. It allows you to gain exposure from Google and other sources easily. However, you need to choose a specific category within the artificial intelligence. I mean a specific subcategory. To help you understand, I will show you some examples of keywords using SEMrush to find our subcategory. To open SEMrush, simply go to the Google search and search for SEMrush, and Google will show you the SEMrush in the result page, and from here you can open SEMrush, right? Let me tell you one thing. You can use SEMrush for free. Many people will suggest you going with Href, but I specifically use SEMrush for keyword research. With the free version of SEMrush, right, you can make up 10 queries per day, right? So this will allow you to easily find 5 keywords every day. After landing on SEMrush, click on Keyword Overview to analyze a keyword performance. For example, let's search for ChatGPT, since we have chosen artificial intelligence as our main category and ChatGPT as our subcategory. We want to find keywords related to ChatGPT and its associated queries. We can see that it has search volume of over 9.3 million in the United States and over far more in the globally, right? The keyword difficulty is 100%, indicating that it's a high competitive keyword. And Instead of ChatGPT, right, we can also find other subtopics, right? Let's explore some other subtopics like Midjourney. So here I will type Midjourney. This will show us keywords related to Midjourney. Then we will click on search and keyword will open up, right? You can see that it has over 500,000 volume in the United States and 2.3 million globally. The keyword difficulty is also high, that is 86%. So instead of directly targeting the main keyword, we will find the related keyword to the main keyword and which will help us to build our subcategory, right? So here you can go with the questions option to find keyword questions asked on Google, or the keyword variation option to see related keywords people search for on Google. I will open the keyword variation and you can see that here it has 749 keywords, and the reason I'm able to see all the keyword because I'm using the paid version of SEMrush, so I can see all the keywords. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll notice a specific keyword, 200 professional prompts Midjourney. So this is basically a keyword that is, the main query behind these keyword is that people are looking for professional prompts for Midjourney, right? It has a total search volume of 5,400, right? And low difficulty, a low keyword difficulty. You can see here, right? Only 14 keyword difficulty. With this keyword, you can easily rank your new blog on Google. Although it has CPC, that is cost per click of 0, right? But still it is beneficial for a new bloggers, to rank with this keyword. It has only 70 search result, making it less competitive compared to other keywords. Now, before analyzing the specific keyword, we need to find some more keywords with low difficulty. To do that, we will move to the top and click on KD, right? This will prioritize the keywords based on the difficulty level, right? From low to high. By scrolling down, we can see many keywords with different difficulty levels and search volumes. For instance, there is a keyword with 0 difficulty and search volume of 40. If we move down a little bit, we can see another keyword, Midjourney poster prompts, has a search volume of 260 and only 1 difficulty, right? It shows a good opportunity to rank with this keyword easily. Similarly, there is a keyword, Midjourney could not reach bot, with a search volume of 140 and difficulty of 2. These less competitive keywords provide opportunities to create content and attract organic traffic. Now, if I scroll down a little bit, you will notice another keyword with search volume of 1600 and a keyword difficulty of only 4. This keyword is less competitive as many people are not creating content around it. This presents an opportunity for you to create content and get your blog post showcased on Google. So I'll continue scrolling and click on next page to find the keyword I want to create content around. On the next page, I find keyword I have been looking for, which is Leonardo AI versus Midjourney. It has search volume of 1300, which is quite high, and a keyword difficulty of only 10. Now that I have found my desired keyword, it's time to analyze a bit further. To analyze it, I will click on it. By clicking on the keyword, I can see that it has a global volume of 1400 and 1300 in the United States. As I scroll down a little bit, I can see that some content creators have already written posts on this keyword. I also notice that a Medium post is ranking on Google. This indicates that there is an opportunity for us to create content around this keyword as well. So we will focus on this keyword and work on it. I have just shown you how to find keywords within your chosen category, subcategory or subtopic. In this case, the main category is artificial intelligence and the subcategory is Midjourney. We will create content specifically around the keywords related to Midjourney. Now let me tell you one of the mistakes that I made. I made a mistake by not narrowing down my category or micro niche. For example, I have chosen specific category like artificial intelligence, courses and books, and some other categories. Okay, I would have focused on creating content within those specific micro categories or micro topics, right? For example, in the artificial intelligence, we have ChatGPT. But, I did not do that. Instead, I tried to create content on the broad topic like artificial intelligence. So make sure that you don't make the same mistake and find a micro category or micro topic within your chosen category to start creating content and rank easily on Google as I have demonstrated. Now let's move on to the next step. Okay, now the next step is to create a blog post on the keyword we found from the SEMrush, which is Leonardo AI versus Midjourney. We will take the help of Bing Chat to help us write the blog post. But before we begin, I recommend saving all the keywords from SEMrush to your Excel sheet. right? The reason for that is that, if we keep going back to SEMrush repeatedly, right, you might exhaust the free credits they provide. So it's better to gather all the less competitive keywords with low difficulty and save them in your Excel sheet. Simply go there, okay, and copy them and paste them to your Excel sheet, right? To do this, we will go to SEMrush, right? And then after going there, we will select all the keywords we want to create blog post about, and then we will copy them, right? After that, we will open a Google Sheet, right, or Excel sheet to save them, right? I will use Google Sheet and I will add them to my existing list of keywords. All right, now we will create a blog post, right? To create a blog post, we will use Bing Chat instead of ChatGPT. The reason is that free version of ChatGPT I'm using does not provide real-time or up-to-date information from Google or the internet, right? Since I don't have access to the GPT-4, it may not have the knowledge about the recent developments in the launch of AI like Leonardo AI. That's why we will switch to Bing Chat, where we can get the latest and the real-time information. In Bing Chat, we need to choose the creative mode because it helps us to create better content. I will use a special prompt here to generate a blog post. I will also drop the prompt in the description of the video so that you can use, right, while generating a blog post. I have also used other prompts, okay? So if this one does not work, right, I can try some other else, right? And you will find all the necessary information in the description of the video. You will find all the prompts and details of the prompts in the description of this video. All right, now you can see that I have pasted the prompt in the chat bar of Bing Chat. Let's go through the prompt together. The prompt says, I want you to act as a blogger and write a blog post about this topic, right? So in our case, topic is, Leonardo AI versus Midjourney. The tone should be friendly and approachable and engaging to readers, right? Here is the prompt goes something like this, okay? Search for the correct information from the multiple web sources and start writing based on that. Use a personal style, the singular person pronouns, okay? Include the keywords. Here in our case, the keyword is, Leonardo AI versus Midjourney throughout the article. Use markdown formatting with headings, subheadings, H1, H2, bullet points, and bold to organize the information. So this is our prompt, okay? Now in the topic section, okay, we will replace it with Leonardo AI versus Midjourney. As for the keywords, we only have one, which is Leonardo AI versus Midjourney. So we will replace that too, okay? Once I'm done, right, I will click on the submit button to send the prompt. Before submitting, make sure to double check for any mistakes, right? After clicking, it will take some time to generate the content. So after waiting a moment, right, you can see that it started with the title and we have our keyword in the title. I will skip for now and come back when it is generated, right? So, okay, now we are back now and you can see that it has generated a blog post for us. However, it's not very long. If you scroll down, you'll notice a mistake in the comparison section, right? It did not generate any information about the Leonardo AI, right? So we need to regenerate the article. To do that, I will go up and copy the prompt we entered earlier. Then I will click on the new topic, right, to start a new chat. And there we will enter a prompt again to generate a new blog post. Now I will paste the copied prompt in the chat's new chat bar. After that, I will submit the prompt and it will start generating the article for us. After waiting a moment, you can see that it first searches from the web. Now it's starting to generate the blog post again, right? As you can see, it has generated the title and the keyword is included in our title. We will wait for some moment to see how long it takes to generate the complete article, right? Finally, it has generated an article for us. Now you can see that it's not very long. We need to make it longer by adding more informations. But the good news is that it now includes all the necessary details, right? Including the comparison section that was missing before, okay? It talks about Leonardo AI as well now, okay? Even though all the information is there, right? All the important information is there, but still, the article is short. So to fix this, we should add more subheadings and paragraphs in the comparison section before conclusion. This will make the article longer and provide more detailed information. Also, let's improve the introduction to make it more professional and interesting so that, it catches the reader's attention. but the title seems good and accurately reflect the article's content, right? To make it longer, right, what we can do, we will provide, another instruction in the chat. We will say something like this, okay? Can you add some more comparison subheadings and their respective paragraphs before the conclusion? Then we will click on submit. Bing Chat will then generate a new complete article with another subheadings, right? With additional subheadings and their respective paragraphs before the conclusion. Let's wait for the generation process to complete and then we can continue. Now after waiting a moment, we can see that we have a long enough article and we can post it now. However, if we scroll up and look at the introduction of the blog post, you will notice that it is not very professional. To make it professional, we need to replace the current introduction. Here what we will do. First, copy the introduction text. Then in the chat bar, I will type replace this introduction. Then I will paste the copied text. Then I will write from the above blog post to a professional introduction. Replace the greeting from the above introduction and use the keyword in the first line. Once everything looks good, I will click on the submit and then wait to let the Bing to generate the professional introduction. Right after waiting a moment, we can see that finally our introduction is generated and you can see that it's professional and formal introduction. Now we will move up and we will select and copy the previously generated article. I will click on the copy icon to copy the text. Next, I will open a new tab and in that tab, I will open Google Docs and create a new blank document. Then I will paste the copied text into the document. Now we need to remove all the references, symbols and additional content that was generated. We will replace things like hashtags and other unnecessary elements to make it clean and readable. Now I will select and copy all the text from the Google Doc to check if it was generated by artificial intelligence or not. To do that, I will use the Copyleaks Chrome extension or directly visit copyleaks.com. I can also use the AI content classifier of OpenAI platform. So I will open the OpenAI AI content classifier. After going to the platform, I will paste the copied text into the text box and then I will click on submit. The text classifier will show whether it is AI generated or human generated. You can see that it is unclear if it is AI generated or human generated, right? So it means that I need to paraphrase it. Now let's check the presence of AI content using Copyleaks. I will go to the copyleaks.com and click on the AI content detector. A text box will open. I will paste the copied text there. After clicking on check, it will show that 91.9% of the content is AI generated. So I definitely need to paraphrase it to make it human generated content. Now to paraphrase the text, we will go to quillbot.com, which is one of the best paraphrasers available in the marketplace. I am currently using the paid version of it, but you can also use the paid version, right? It's not that expensive, okay? But you can also continue with the free version, right? So let's go to the quillbot.com and write and open it, and then I will paste the copied text there. After pasting, we will click on paraphrase and wait for a moment, for it to paraphrase the text, right? So once it is done, we can see that it has been paraphrased, right? We will click on copy icon to copy the paraphrased text. Now let's go back to the OpenAI text classifier to check if it is AI generated or not. We will paste the newly paraphrased text into the text box on the OpenAI platform. After pasting, we will click on submit. The result will indicate whether it's likely AI generated or not. So you can see that it says that it is unlikely AI generated. It means that the content is human generated. So we can safely post it. However, before posting it, we should ensure correct grammar and improve its readability. So to do that, we will open a new document in the Grammarly, right? And after that, we will paste the copied text there. Grammarly will help us correct, any grammar mistakes and make it more reader friendly. So now all the grammar has been corrected using Grammarly. We will once again select and copy all the text. Then we will go back to OpenAI's text classifier and paste the text there to check if it is still AI generated. After pasting, we will check the result. Now we can see that it is very unlikely to be AI generated. This means we can safely post it. So what is next? We will copy the text again and go back to Google Docs. In Google Docs, we will replace the existing text with the newly copied text and we will paste it here, right? So now we will move on to our next step, which is creating a blog to publish our article. To create a blog, we need three things. First, a content management system, that is CMS, and a domain name and a hosting. So a content management system is a platform where you can create your blog. Example includes WordPress and Blogger. I recommend using WordPress as it provides more options to organize your blog effectively. For the domain name, you can choose to use an existing domain name, right? Or you can purchase expired domains, or you can simply buy a new domain from like GoDaddy or Namecheap, right? Or any other platform, right? When it comes to hosting, I recommend using either Hostinger or SiteGround, right? Personally, I have used Hostinger for my hosting needs and I find it reliable. Therefore, I recommend going with Hostinger. To proceed, let's visit hostinger.com and start creating our blog. To open hostinger.com, simply type hostinger.com in your browser and hit enter. Alternatively, you can follow my referral link provided in the description of the video. This is my referral link, and if you use it, you may get 20% discount. Once you go to the Hostinger website, it will open up and you can click on WordPress. It will show up you all the plans available for WordPress hosting. The first plan you will see is premium plan, which costs $2.99 per month. With this plan, you can host up to 100 websites and you will get 100 GB of SSD storage along with other many features, right? There are also two other plans, right? Business and Cloud Startup, but you can ignore them for now since you are just starting out. Stick with the premium plan. So now click on add to cart and then choose the period for your hosting. For example, you can select 1 month period, but keep in mind that it may cost more than $11, which is quite high. That's why I recommend you to choose a longer period like 12 months to get better value of your money. In fact, if you can go for the 48-month period, you will get 3 months of free hosting and save up to $432. If you don't have enough cash to purchase this plan, then just go with the 12-month period. Next, you need to fill out forms with your information and choose your preferred payment methods. Once you have completed the forms and made the payment, you can proceed with the purchase. After you have made the purchase for hosting, you will be redirected to a page where you will see a specific interface like this. On this page, you can see that I already have 2 websites hosted. However, if you don't have any website yet, you will only see this interface, which is given so that you can create or migrate a new website. To proceed, you need to click here to either create or migrate a new website. Once you click on that options, right, you have many choices available. You can choose to create an online store, a blog, or explore other options, right? Since you want to create a blog, it is best to go with the blog option. Once you have reached this tab, you have the options to migrate your existing website or create a new one. In this case, we will click on create a new website. Next, will be present different options to choose from, right? We need to decide whether to go with the Hostinger AI website builder or WordPress website builder. For our purpose, we will select the WordPress website builder. Now we need to provide the necessary administrator details, right? Firstly, choose the preferred language for your website. Then select the administrative email and confirm it. Finally, choose a secure password. If you prefer, then you can click on generate to create a new password automatically. Once you have completed this step, click on continue to proceed. After that, you will have the options to add plugin to your WordPress website. But I will skip that for now. So I will click on continue. Next, we need to choose a theme. You can choose any themes from the options available, right? Personally, I will go with generic press. For my blog, I am using Astra. As for the next step, I will skip it because it talks about AI content generation and other stuff, right? In the next step, we need to buy a domain or use an existing one. If you already have a domain, you can simply use it. If you want to purchase a new one, click on buy a new domain, right? If you purchase a new domain, it will automatically connect with the hosting, so you don't need to do any extra steps. However, if you are using an existing domain, you need to use DNS settings of your domain provider and add the required information. Once your domain is connected, you will be taken to a loading page that may take some time before accessing your main website. After it loads, you will see three options, right? First is connect your domain to configure the domain connection. Then you will see go to edit your website to start editing your website content. And third is, you'll see that go to control panel for accessing the website management tools. From these three options, I will click on edit website. After that, you will be redirected to a page like this, okay, where you can see your website homepage with the editor. In my case, it's Elementor, but in your case, it will be GeneratePress editor. Currently, you can see that there are no images on my website homepage. I intentionally did not include any images to focus on boosting my website loading speed. However, you have the option to add images and enhance your homepage. It's important to have fast loading homepage to attract traffic to your blog. As your website gains more traffic, you can add images and you can make it more attractive. Now, since I already edited my website, I will navigate back to the WordPress dashboard. From there, I will go to the pages section because we need to create some important pages for our website. In my case, I have an about page, a blog page where all the blog posts will be displayed, a free resources page where I provide many free resources, a homepage, privacy page, and the terms and condition page, right? About, contact, privacy policy, and terms and condition are essential for any website. Make sure to have these pages on your website as well. Next, you can see that I'm using Astra theme, and in your case, it will be GeneratePress. Next, look at some of the plugins that I'm using on my website to improve its speed, organize content, and enhance navigation. These plugins are all free and highly recommended. Firstly, we have 301 Redirect, which helps redirect any broken links on website. Then there is the ads.txt for Google AdSense integration. That's not important for you, right? Because you're just starting. We also have a contact form 7 for creating contact forms. Then we have debloat to remove, unused CSS and JavaScript. Then we have, easy table of contents to organize the content within the blog post. In my case, I'm using Elementor as the website editor, while in your case, it would be GeneratePress. Additionally, we have Hummingbird for website caching, Optimol to optimize website image quality, and OMGF. Then we have Super Cache Management from Cloudflare. We have WP DB Manager for database, and finally we have Yoast SEO, one of the most important plugins to make a SEO-friendly blog. I highly recommend you to have these plugins installed to boost your website performance and provide a smooth user experience. Now let's navigate to the post section to create our first blog post. As you can see here, I have already published more than 50 posts. Now let's publish our most recent post, which is about comparison between Leonardo AI and Midjourney. To publish this post, we will click on Add New. Next, we will go back to our Google document where we have the content for our blog post. We will select and copy all the text from there and return to the WordPress post editor. Here, we will paste the content, right? After pasting it, we'll select and cut the title from here and paste it to the title bar. Then we will edit the title to make it more suitable. Now it's time to structure our blog post. We will start by organizing the text into blocks and adding subheadings like H2 and H3. This helps create a well-structured and easy-to-read blog post. By organizing our content in this way, we can ensure that our blog post is engaging and effectively communicates the information to our readers. Alright, now we are back to the post editor, and as you can see, the content is well structured. The next step is to optimize it for SEO. As I mentioned earlier, right, we will be using the Yoast SEO plugin for this. So let's scroll down and see what recommendations the plugin provides for optimizing our blog post. The first thing we need to do is enter our focus key phrase, which is the main keyword we are targeting for this blog post. In this case, we have Leonardo AI versus Midjourney, right? And we will enter that key phrase. Now let's move further down to the SEO analysis section. Here we will see that the aspect we need to fix in our blog post so that it becomes search engine optimized. You will notice that some items are marked with red dots, so it indicates that it's require attention, right? It means that we need to fix them. These could include outbound links, images, internal links, and other bugs. Our goal is to fix these issues and turn these red dots into green ones. And when we do that, it will indicate that our post is well optimized. To begin, let's focus on the key phrase in the title. We will move back up to the title bar and make a slight adjustment. In the current title, there is a word and we're doing the other two words, okay? We will replace this and with verses to make it more relevant with the keyword. Once they're done, we will click on Save Draft to save our settings. Next, we will write a meta description for the blog post. This is a short summary that appears in the search engine result. So it should be compelling and accurately represent the content, right? After completing the meta description, we will proceed to add outbound links, internal links, and images, right? We will fix any other issues flagged by the plugin to ensure our blog post receive a green signal, indicating that it is well optimized for search engines. Let's continue with this optimization step to enhance the visibility and reach for our blog post. Now, after some moment, I have fixed all these issues, right? Now I want to show you that I fixed all these issues and turned those red dots into green dots. There is just one last thing that needs attention, and that's the image. We need to include at least one image for this blog post. Now let me show you how I added outbound links and internal links in my blog post. First, I will scroll up to the post. Here you can see that I have added an outbound link with the text Midjourney. Essentially, I have attached the link to the text, okay, directing it to the Midjourney website. This is an example of an outbound link, right? Now let me show you an internal link. Here I have interlinked the text Canva AI features to a blog post where I wrote about the features of Canva AI. This is an internal link within my blog post. If you are starting out with your first blog post, okay, you don't have any internal links yet. For internal links, you need prior blog post, but you don't have that. So you can leave it for now and you can start interlinking from your next post. This way you can gradually improve the editing of your blog post and ensure that all the red dots turn into green dots. Now let's move on to the next step, which is creating an image for our blog post. To do that, we will start by using ChatGPT. We will use ChatGPT to generate a creative prompt for the image. Then we will use Leonardo AI to actually create the image. Here what we will do. First, open up Google and search for the ChatGPT prompt for Midjourney Reddit. Google will display the result and you can scroll down a bit to find the exact link. Click on that link to open the Reddit post. When the Reddit post is opened, in the Reddit post you will find the instructions on how to begin the creative process. It might suggest starting the cursor from a particular point in the post. Follow those instructions and select the instructed text from that point. Once you have selected the text, just copy it. Now it's time to go to ChatGPT to generate a prompt to generate an image in Leonardo AI, right? Alright, now let's open ChatGPT, right? And then I will paste the copied text into the chat bar. After that, I will press enter or I will click on the submit button, right? After that, it will take a moment and then you will see a message, right? Saying, absolutely, I'm ready to be C3P AI, right? And then there will be some other text, okay? This means that it is ready to generate prompt for us, okay? So that we can generate image, right? After that, right, in the chat bar, I will type AI tool versus AI tool because we are comparing two AI tools, right? Then press enter again. It will take some time and it will start generating a prompt for us. Now you can see that it has generated a prompt in code format. Copy this code, right? Open a new tab and search for Leonardo AI on Google. Once the search result appear, click on the first link to open the Leonardo AI website. So once Leonardo AI website is open, and if you don't have access to Leonardo AI yet, you can simply click here and enter your email address to get early access. However, I already have access to it, so I will click on launch app. Then it asks me if I am whitelisted or not. And yeah, I am whitelisted, so I'll click on yes, I am whitelisted. Next, I will log in to Leonardo AI account right via my Google account. Once I am signed in, it is asking me to enter my username and specify the industry I belong to, right? It also asks me to accept that I'm 18 years old in the next step. Once I'm done with that, I'm taken to the Leonardo AI dashboard. In the dashboard, you can see that many users have recently created a lot of images. Now, we need to create our own image using the prompt we generated, right? To do that, we will click on AI image generation. We can now see a prompt bar where we will paste the copied prompt. Then we'll click on generate and wait for some time to give it time to generate the images. Finally, it has generated 4 images and these images look really good and attractive. I consider it to be one of the best competitors of Midjourney. Now let's open each image one by one and download them. We will start by opening the first image and then proceed to download it. After that, we will move to the next image, open it and download it as well. Once they are downloaded, you can use these images for your blog post. However, in case if you don't have access to Leonardo AI, there is an alternative options. You can go to Bing Chat, you can use the creative mode. In the chat box, you can type a prompt something like this. Generate an image of 2 AI tools in battle and press enter. It will start generating an image using DALL-E by OpenAI. It may take a few seconds to generate the images. After you generated images, you can see that the quality is not good as those from Leonardo AI. We can still use one of them, right? So I will open the last one and then I will click download button to download it. To create a feature image for our blog post, we will visit canva.com. Once Canva is opened, we will click on create design and choose a custom size of 1200 by 630 pixels. After that, we will click on create design and the design editor will open. Next, we will upload all the images we previously downloaded from Leonardo AI and Bing Chat. We can simply drag and drop these images from the upload section to the editor. Now let's start editing. First, we will add a verses element between the image we are editing. Then we'll go to Google and find the logos of Midjourney and Leonardo AI. We will place these logos in the image accordingly. Once that's done, we will make any necessary adjustment. After we finish editing, we will click on share button. From there, we will have the option to download the image. Instead of downloading it as PNG, we will choose to download it as a JPG. This will result in lower image quality, but it will help improve the loading speed of the website. Once we click on the download button, the image will be downloaded and ready to use as the feature image for our blog post. Now I will navigate to the blog post editor. On the right hand side of the screen, I will find a settings section where I can add additional elements. Specifically, I will look for options to upload the feature image. Once I can locate it, I will click on it and upload the image that we downloaded earlier from Canva. Now I will write a title for the image. I will just use the keyword in the title, that is Leonardo AI versus Midjourney. Additionally, it's also very important to write alternative tags, also known as alt tags, for the image. While writing the alt text, ensure to include the keyword of the blog post in the alt tags. Once I'm done writing the alt text and the title, I will click on select feature image. Then feature image for the blog post is selected. Moving on to the discussion section, you have the options to allow comments or disable them. You can choose whatever suits your preferences. If you decide to allow comments, you can moderate them accordingly. If you prefer to disable the comments, then that's also an option, right? Now let's see what the Yoast SEO plugin has to say. We will check if there is any problems or issues. Oh, it's look like there is a problem with the image alt text, right? We need to include an image directly in the post, not just as a feature image, right? By adding an image and making sure to include the keyword in the alt text, we can fix the problem. Once we are ready to publish, we will select the appropriate category such as artificial intelligence and the relevant tags like Leonardo AI, Midjourney and other relevant tags. If you want to include more images, you can do so, right? Finally, click on publish to publish your blog post. Great, your blog post is published, right? Now click on view post to see how it looks. We are now on the post page and you can see that it looks nice and well organized. It includes a good number of words and even table of contents. Now let's move on to the next step, which is submitting your website to Google Search Console. Now I will show how to add your website to Google Search Console. To do that, I will open a new browser and search for Google Search Console. Once the search result appear, simply click on the first link. When the page loads and Google Search Console site is opened, just click on Start Now. After that, you will land on this page where you'll be asked to enter your domain name, and now in the domain section, enter your domain name. In my case, I already have a domain name, offersmastery.live. So I will enter it. After entering the domain, click on Continue. The system will ask you for the verification process. Next, you have to go to your website DNS manager. DNS record for my website is managed by GoDaddy.com. So I need to go to GoDaddy.com and set up the domain records according to the instruction provided by Google. In your case, it may be Hostinger if you have purchased a domain from there. This process involves managing DNS records, but I won't go into detail here. You can refer to other videos or tutorials on how to verify and add your website to Google Search Console. For now, I will go to the Search Console for my website and show you what it looks like. After you have added your website to Google Search Console, when you open it, you will see something like this, okay? If you click on the left corner, you will find the options to view the domain that have been added. In my case, I have multiple domains already added, so I can see the performance of each. If you have only one domain, you will see only that domain listed. The next important step is to add sitemap of your website. This is crucial to make your website discoverable and easily searchable. Here you will find all the sitemaps for your domains. You need to edit it here. Let me show you an example. This is how a sitemap URL looks like. indishmarketer.com/sitemap.xml. Adding the sitemap ensures that Google indexes your website properly. Now next, move on to URL inspection to see whether your page or post is indexed or not. Once you have published a new blog post, go back to Search Console and copy the link to the post. Then paste it in the inspection bar and press enter. It will start inspecting the URL to check if it is indexed by Google. You can see that it is not indexed, so I will click on test live URL. After the test, I can see that URL is on Google and it can be indexed. So I will click on request indexing to index the blog post on Google. Keep in mind that it may take up to 24 hours for Google to index the blog post, especially if it is yours, the first blog post. You will see all the result in the Search Console. I mean, all the performance of your blog post in the Search Console. By following this step, you will grow your blog post visibility, and in this way, you will grow your blog with the help of artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, Bing Chat, or other tools like Jasper AI. Right? If you have any questions or need any further assistance, feel free to ask in the comment section. We may create another video to address your queries. That's all for today. Bye bye and see you in the next video.